Welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I am James the Con.
And we have some really cool news for you today. This is actually an exclusive interview with the owner of the Chosen Prime, Mr. Brandon here. And we have some things to talk about. This is going to be very, very exciting. To TFcon. Brandon, how are you doing,
Yes.
my man?
Good, fellas. How you guys doing?
We're doing good. Thank you for being here with us today.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
I had to get something in before the show.
Yes. I'm going to be the first to say it. I'm so excited. Like, I got goosebumps just thinking about it. Like, it's.
And you're not even on the plane yet.
I'm not even on the plane yet.
When are you coming out?
I'll be there Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday
cool, yeah.
Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, we'll be in Thursday.
Okay.
Yep. It sounds like everybody's going to be there Thursday, so we'll have to see everyone. Well, let's talk about the show for a little bit. It's going to be the 40th years of Transformers. What do you think of that anniversary?
It's pretty big. I mean, I'm not too far from that number myself. I'm 42 right now, so I was pretty little when it started, but it's a pretty big number and pretty amazing that the brand is still as strong as it is after all these years. I mean, it's a testament to not only the characters and the animation and all that, but also the people that stood behind it. From Hasbro to the voice actors that are still a part of the community today.
That's amazing. And Brandon, I have you by a couple of years. I was thinking about it. I was like, I'll be 47 in a couple of weeks. And I'm like, oh my God, like Transformers has been my life.
Yeah. I 100% agree. Yeah,
it's like mom, dad, uncle, Transformers.
Right. Mom, dad, Peter, and then whoever else after that.
Yeah, exactly. With that being said, I mean, you mentioned the voice actors and stuff like that. Talk to us about this guest list. How did this come about? Like there's some heavy hitters there on the name.
Yeah, big this year, man. I mean, like you said earlier, it's a big year, right? 40th anniversary. Colin and the guys wanted to make sure that this was a really special show to make sure that everybody can celebrate together. Huge list. Obviously, the two big hitters, Frank and Peter. Dan, Greg, Michael Bell. On down the list, Michael K. And then obviously you got Stan and Vince and Bob all there as well. So there's some big names and some of the names too that we don't get to see as often maybe at some of the other shows. So I think all around, they got a pretty star-studded list, and it'll be a lot of fun for everybody that's there.
So, go ahead, James.
I was just going to say, I think the question on my mind, I don't know if everybody else has it, do you already have autographs from these people, or are you going to pay?
I always get another one. Like, I can't help it. Like, I just I find something else cool to get signed, right? And I'm like, I always try to find something special that's like off the wall. I mean, I got some stuff behind me that's signed by Peter. One of them is like the Canadian release of the movie, and it actually has Optimus on the cover. It doesn't even have like any of the normal stuff that we're used to seeing on the cover. It's really bizarre. Let me see if I can here. It's there it is. Yeah, you see that? You got Optimus in the back. Yeah, it's kind of wild. It's not a typical thing, and I just thought it was neat. And the VHS is still in there and in good shape. So I thought that was kind of a cool thing. But I always try to find something unique for one of the guys to sign.
That's cool.
That's really cool. I'm usually not the autograph person. I think it takes away from my toy budget purchases. But I said this year I'm gonna get some autographs, and I might need some help putting them in order who I need to go to first and
prioritize, right?
Yeah. I mean, I did get the VIP special with Peter and Frank, so I'm really looking forward to it. Peter actually recognized me from Chicago when we were in LA last year, and you know, he said, "Oh, you again?"
Yeah, it's amazing. The guy's memory is really good, man. I mean, it's really amazing how he recognizes people as men.
All right, so you know, 40 years, lots of excitement. I think where everybody really came to see, though, is the exclusive. Now, is there any way you can share any pictures or any insights or anything like that?
And I just don't think so right now. I don't think we're ready to do that just yet. I mean, it really just doesn't seem like a good idea to show it ahead of time. It'd be better to wait until the show so you guys can see this, you know, this fantastic fans hobby. Wingman is his name, not another continuing our man series here. Let's get a look at this guy. There you go, everybody. Take a look at that. Head sculpt, guns. Here, let's get we'll get some accessories here. So we got his driver right here. We have the adapter for the other, so they can go in combine mode. You're going to need that if you're going to put the jets in combine mode. Got the other pistol, another missile, and as always, the Fex Hobby adapters for the stands, for the Fex Hobby stuff. And speaking of, if you guys don't have that stuff, it's cool stuff. The backgrounds and everything that they create are really cool.
I'm lost for words. I mean, it's clearly, you know, I saw the pictures earlier. I tried to get a shirt like as close to be the wingman of the channel here, you know.
I mean, you're right there. You're not bad.
It's pretty close. Pretty close.
You know, it looks amazing, as always. And so did Get Right Robot have anything to do with this one as well?
Yeah, of course, man. We always get together and start talking about ideas and hashing out colors and, you know, where the decos need to be, where the paint apps need to be, and try to get the head right. I mean, you know, Jason does a great job of, you know, getting the heads done on these guys. We get a rough idea of what we want, and then we get that stuff over to Fans Hobby, and they crack it out, man. We usually make one round of revisions, and those guys they're good, man. They just do such a good job for us. I can't say enough about our relationship with them and how much I appreciate them doing a bang up job on everything that we've done so far, and hopefully that we continue to do in the future.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah, no, I was gonna say it looks great. You know, I love the crazy kooky colors, so this is right up my alley. I can't wait to have. I think Marksman, his partner. Like, my only question is, where are the rest of the Predators?
We got to see. Let's see if everybody wants them. I don't know if anybody's active still or not. You know, we'll see if anybody still wants them after this one, and you know, we'll see which way we go going forward here. There's two more, obviously, and of the small jets that we could work on. So I don't know. We'll see if that's something that looks like it's going to be desired.
So with this, I mean, kind of give us a little background. You know, working with Fans Hobby, you guys come up with an idea, shoot it over to them. Like, how long is the process typically?
It's long. I mean, some of these, like God Delta was the longest because it was a big project. But we were talking about God Delta for a year and a half before we actually got the project done. So that one was just, you know, I just felt like I wanted to do it. It was obviously totally out of thin air, and, you know, a totally made up version of a character, but I just wanted it. And, you know, I appreciate everybody that supported it, because it was a big risk. You got it.
Yeah.
Yes. I think it actually sold out on the first day of the show, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I think we had a couple pieces hanging around, but it wasn't much. I mean, there was, you know, half a dozen pieces or something by Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That thing, I mean, that's still probably one of my favorites. I love, and I have no connection with the Predators and things. So, you know, whenever we talk to James and Jason, you know, when they start talking about it, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm gonna buy it. You know, whatever comes out, I'll probably buy it because it's gonna look great. From a idea standpoint, are you already kind of thinking ahead of what's going to come at, you know, Toronto and Baltimore and stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure, we have to be. We don't have a choice. I mean, production schedules and all that for those guys, we have to meet, within their parameters. So we got to be out in front of things, a pretty considerable margin on what we're doing. So yeah, Toronto's already set.
Ooh.
Not happening. But I'll tell you this, like it's going to be different. People are going to not see it coming.
So then with as James leaves us again, so the people are not going to see it coming. So with that being said, can we potentially wrangle you in again to talk about that exclusive when the time comes?
I'd say that's a good possibility.
All right, we love hearing that.
Yeah, we'll see once we get close.
Love it.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm excited. I always like what Fans Hobby does, but I even like more what you guys do with Fans Hobbies. So I'm very excited to see what comes out of the woodwork.
Yeah, we think it's been a fun little subset. We're trying to kind of stay in theme for the most part. Obviously, the Machine War Soundwave was off the path, but we felt like it was a good fit. Right? They got Machine Eagle, and it was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, Machine Wars is one of my favorites. So please, more Machine Wars, the better.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
So my last question for you, I know your time is very important. James and I are also kind of doing our planning and things like that. This 40-year anniversary, are we going to kind of see this go throughout the year at some of the other cons like, Toronto and Baltimore, or is this like LA is the big shindig and
LA is going to be the big hitter for sure because, so many of these guys are based in LA. So many of the actors and stuff are based in LA.
Okay.
So it makes it more feasible to get them there. So yeah, I would count on LA being the big one, but I think, we're definitely going to be celebrating it all year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome. James, anything else for Brandon here?
Is Chosen Prime doing anything special for the 40th?
Ooh.
No, we haven't hoped anything in that realm yet. I mean, to be honest with you, like we've had our hands full. It's been pretty busy so far this year, and trying to get ready for this show. I feel like we just left the last show, and we're already on top of this one. So right now, we don't have anything planned. I am curious to see what Hasbro's able to do and Takara does for the 40th. As far as product announcements and stuff, I think it'll be fun to see what comes out of that. Maybe we can put something together based on that.
What with all the leaks and stuff? I mean, we've been covering the leaks that have been coming out from Hasbro and stuff. What are your thoughts about some of these leaks and stuff?
I mean, I haven't seen anything yet that blows my mind.
Okay.
I'm excited for the Missing Link convoys. Those we haven't got ours yet, but they'll be coming pretty soon. So I'm excited for those. I'd like to check those out. I think that was a cool idea, and something totally different that nobody probably saw coming. And if they would continue that line, I'm in. I'm supporting it. 100%. Like I think it's such a cool idea to kind of modernize some of these figures that we had as kids, and they weren't near as cool as we remember them as kids, right? But if we could make them sort of as cool, that would be, that would hit you right here,
Oh, I mean, I can't lie. I ended up buying a KO version of Springer. Yeah. Because I never had Springer as a kid. And when I got it and opened it, I was so excited. And literally, I got this like maybe early last year. I opened it, I was just like, oh my God, this is garbage. I was like,
Some of them were great for sure.
This is so terrible. But so I lied. I thought I had a that was my last question. But the Robosen has teased us with the Megatron, and James and I discussed it. Fans have been discussing it. Is it going to be a Megatron that turns into a tank for RC purposes? Is it going to be, is it going to even transform at all? Not. I don't know if you have any input on it, but what are your thoughts on a Megatron coming from Robosen?
If I had to guess, I mean, based on the Bumblebee that they put out recently,
Mm-hmm.
it would be along that line. But I don't have any insight that I could give you that say one way or the other. I really don't know. I mean, those guys are doing some really cool stuff, and I think that stuff's going to keep progressing. I think it's going to get more mainstream, and probably when they get them sized down a little bit to where they're more collectible, like can go on a shelf rather than these large scale format. I think they're gonna really turn some heads. But I would guess probably just a statue type one, like the Bumblebee.
That means that I will be passing on that one, but
I don't know. I might, if it looks as the animation like as the Bumblebee, I might be in for it if they make a Prime to go with it. Just to have those two as kind of a centerpiece, I think would be pretty neat.
Yeah. And
I still think they're going to do a new Prime, like a new version, like more Optimus looking. Not based on the truck that he was originally built on, like really like Optimus looking when it transforms. So I think they'll figure out a way to make something like that. Maybe more MP10 looking.
Yes. God, did you hear that? My wallet was saying, "Stop it."
Yeah, I heard it. But I've heard it before, and we don't stop, do we?
That's for sure. Okay, well, why don't we wrap up because Soundwave is interrupting my communication. Yes, yeah, he likes to play pranks on me. So thank you again for coming to our lovely show, and we will see you at TFcon.
All right, looking forward to it. See you guys on Thursday.
And can you show it just a couple more
times?
All
right, we'll give you another couple seconds here. Center it up here. There you go.
There you go. Oh,
yeah. All right.
Yeah. Can't wait.
All right, boys.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, see you Thursday.
All right.
See you later.
All right. Bye.
See you.